You are on India Today podcasts and you are in the sledging room.
Saurabh, Alan, it's been bone-chillingly cold in the northern part of India. We are bringing you this episode of Sledging Room from Noida. And our cameraman Shakil, he said, "Kahan hai Tan?" That clarity, or to say that, what do you call it? Would you want to call it clarity, or would you want to call it, lack of acknowledgement?
I will call it lack of acknowledgement.
Lack of acknowledgement.
Yeah,
It's, our T20I team selection is also like either you see it as clear, clarified approach or lack of acknowledgement of problems. We have been discussing that I have fallen ill, Alan has not been feeling well, Saurabh has overcome a recent woe, and we have all been very,
Clear with
heartbreakingly talking about the last drink that we had, which was kind of last year.
Yeah.
Such is the situation here, and the lack of clarity, the lack of planning is something that is coming to the fore again.
Yeah.
With 14 months we had a plan, and suddenly in the new year we are having another plan. Virat Kohli is back, Rohit Sharma is back, and they have played 2 T20s. Virat 1 T20I, Rohit 2 T20s, and the last time Rohit Sharma scored a run in white ball cricket was last year. If we have to say, crack that New Year joke again. So there are a lot of questions as we head into, the final phase of India's T20 World Cup preparation. There is just only one international match left before we play the World Cup in June. If you want to look at it that way, but there are going to be a lot of IPL matches. So this new team, which is a mix of experience and youth, is what we are now calling it, right?
Yeah.
After having followed a plan for 14 months, where we were so optimistic of having a future-ready team, a team with youngsters, a team that is reminiscent of 2007 World Cup, where MS Dhoni led a young team without the likes of Sourav Ganguly, Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid. But that gutsy approach has been done away with, and we have brought back 2 seniors. Not that they don't have a proven T20 record. They are modern-day legends of the game. But are they needed? And after these 2 T20s, has our assessment changed? Or what is our assessment of India's plan is what we are going to discuss. And who wants to open the innings?
I think
As in, it's...
Alan has come after a long time.
Oh, so
let him do the honors.
like Rohit Sharma. Coming after a long time.
I hope I don't get out for a
the regular opener Shubman Gill is dropped to the bench or at least play at number 3. Alan, open the innings for us.
I think the whole thing about Rohit coming back, and like you said, the whole thing about us going with the young brigade of sorts for the tournament, that was an exciting approach, obviously. But then the captain of that young brigade has started to fall ill, just like us probably. His fitness has been a big question mark. Hardik Pandya's fitness has been a big question mark. And I think that is when they thought, okay, who's the next choice for captaincy? Can you thrust Shubman Gill into the captaincy? No, he's not a regular right now. At this point in time, he's not a regular in the side.
But he's going to lead an IPL side.
But yeah, that is the first time that he's doing it. I think before this, I think it was the Challenger series when he was captaining the side. So the sample space is very less. And I don't think they wanted to thrust someone like Shubman Gill right into that.
Surya Kumar Yadav?
Again, fitness. Fitness he's also touch and go at this moment. So I think that is when they kind of hit the panic button and thought, okay, who's the best man right now? Okay, let's bring back Rohit Sharma. What he did in the ODI World Cup, it again goes back to that thing. We have assessed based on the ODI World Cup. We are thinking a completely different format looking at it. We are thinking that, maybe Rohit Sharma will start batting the way that he batted in the ODI World Cup. And that is the whole thing why I feel Rohit Sharma has been brought back. Virat Kohli, obviously the highest run getter in T20Is. His approach in the second T20I was very refreshing to see. That was something that he has not done for a long period of time. He just decided, I'm going to do this. So that was a great thing to see. And that is my whole thing. What I feel why these two have come back into the mix.
So are you agreeing that we should go in with a mix of youth and experience?
That has always been, everybody says that you need to have a perfect balance, right? So I think that is where I agree to it. Let's have these two guys there in the mix with especially when it comes to the captaincy thing. I think that is where the selectors are going with when it comes to Rohit Sharma. His batting, well, let's see what he does in the third one.
But Saurabh, before we had this discussion about whether we need Rohit and Virat for T20Is in the last episode. But looking at how things have panned out after they have come back, they had to drop Tilak Verma. Shubman Gill doesn't have a place. And Shreyas Iyer, he was the vice captain for you in the last series. And he is now not part of the team, not part of the squad. It seems as if Shreyas Iyer's T20I future is on the hold right now. And a certain Surya Kumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya are yet to return. So how many youngsters have to make way for these two? As in, from what you have seen in this series, do you think we should still persist with this plan?
I don't think that they are going to change the plan.
Yeah.
In the last few episodes, I have come out and openly said it that Rohit Sharma is your best captaincy option for T20 World Cup. Especially because Hardik Pandya has a lot of injury issues.
Yeah.
He's like that kind of player who plays 2 games and then he gets injured for 6 months. So you can't trust him fully. And more than that, if you see, yes, I agree with the fact that you have been playing a young brigade and suddenly you trust these two, but it was always going to be the case.
Yeah.
When you are talking about a certain Virat Kohli or certain Rohit Sharma, it was always going to be their choice if they wanted to come back and play this T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
And had India won that ODI World Cup, I don't think they would have come back. But now, since they failed to win that ICC World Cup, I think they are going to take this another chance on winning this World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of young players who have given their performances in last 2 years, in 14 months to be precise, they will be dropped, a lot of players. But that is going to be the case. That is how cricket has worked, right? The names like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they don't get dropped when they want to play.
Yeah.
And they have done nothing wrong. Apart from not playing 14 months, they have not done anything else wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, Rohit Sharma was not able to score any run. In the first game, he was unfortunately run out. Second game, he played a horrible shot. You can't just go and pull on your first delivery.
Yeah. Coming there, I was talking about the approach. Like Rohit Sharma, a lot of people have said that why he was brought back into the T20I team is because of the way he played in the ODI World Cup. That aggressive approach, that fearless approach in the power play, that eliminating the fear of failure and all that. But when a certain Yashasvi Jaiswal is playing that way at one end, do you still need a Rohit Sharma to do that, attacking role? Or would you want him to take a couple of balls, have that restraint and then go bang bang?
No, but Rohit Sharma, if you see that ODI World Cup, he was not in every match he went bang bang from ball one. He was looking at those deliveries. If they were there to be hit, he used to go and hit them. Otherwise, he used to take his time.
Yeah.
If you remember that game against Pakistan, I think he took a couple of in the Asia Cup.
Yeah.
In the Asia Cup,
Even against England.
England also.
Was the perfect example for it.
He took his time, and he has always played that role when and as the conditions demand.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Virat Kohli, oh man, that T20I knock. I mean, he played just
16 balls
16
for 29.
balls, but every ball and every shot of his, such a glorious thing to watch.
I think he set that tone as well. Obviously.
And you know what? What surprised me the most?
Yeah.
I don't know why people are not talking about it. A lot of people on Twitter came out and said, X, not Twitter, came out and said, Yashasvi and Virat should open.
Yashasvi and Virat. Now we are...
Virat is younger than ever.
Yeah.
He can hit those boundaries and he can rotate the strike the next ball.
Yeah.
Rohit has a problem with rotating the strike. He will always go for those boundaries and then he will take a couple of deliveries for rotating the strike. Virat will score a boundary, he will rotate the strike, and then Yashasvi can go bang bang.
How many different theories are we hearing from Twitter?
But then
or
that
X?
would make, when you said ki Yashasvi and Virat should open, then where will Rohit bat?
No, I am not saying that they should open. I am saying that there is a theory.
No, but then
theory going
where
on
will
in
Rohit open? Where will Rohit bat? Will he come in at number 3?
At the nets before the match.
That is very much required, I guess. I think he needs to fine tune it.
But Akshay, let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
So you have always been a supporter of Virat Kohli.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about our drinking plan or something since we brought up that topic.
No,
yeah.
I think we are here to talk about cricket, so we'll talk cricket.
Yes.
Nothing more than that, nothing less than that.
Yeah.
You have always supported Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
It must have been very refreshing for you to see Virat Kohli coming back.
No.
You don't want him back.
As in, Saurabh, it was very refreshing
So Akshay
to
makes
see a
another
certain
U-turn.
Virat Kohli. No, this is not a U-turn. No. It was very refreshing to see a Virat Kohli come back into the team. Like I have always advocated that if a certain Rohit Sharma can come back, then Virat should be given that. As in, if you're going back to that theory, of relying on your senior players, then Virat hasn't done anything wrong to not be picked in the side, right?
Yeah.
But I am kind of not very, I was not very happy with the way he played. 29 of 16, yes, slog sweeps and all that. But why would you need a certain Virat Kohli to do that? You have a Surya Kumar Yadav who's going to come into your team.
I will answer you.
Yeah.
I'll answer you. I will back Virat this time.
Yeah.
You're going to play in West Indies.
Yeah.
Yes, you will play all your group games in USA. You don't know what the pitch will be.
Yeah.
Supposedly, it will be batting friendly, supposedly.
Yeah.
But when you come and play in West Indies, all the important games,
Yeah.
the quarter-final, the semi-final and the final, if you reach the final, all those pitches are going to be spin friendly.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Virat is the best spin player in your team. Actually, Shreyas is that guy. But Virat's experience is needed when you're playing in those conditions.
Definitely, Saurav.
You remember what happened in MCG? What a certain Virat Kohli did.
Yeah.
When your team was nowhere in that game, he got some support from Hardik Pandya and then he took that game to the last ball and he won it.
That is why I'm saying Virat Kohli doesn't have to play at that rate. Like if you want Virat Kohli in your team, it is for that anchor role. Yes, Rohit Sharma might have said that he doesn't believe in anchor roles in T20s, but Virat is a firm believer that T20 cricket still needs that anchor. But on those pitches, like you said, on those slow pitches, you need someone to hold the innings at one end. Will you take Virat Kohli scoring a 30 ball 50 or a 16 from 29? I would take him scoring a 50.
I will obviously come out and say this. It depends on the pitch conditions and the conditions of the match. In this match, if you see, Virat did not take any risk, did he?
No.
He took his calculated risk. He saw there was no fielder.
But there were a couple of slog sweeps.
Yes, because there was no fielder in that area.
Yeah.
If India had lost 2-3 wickets, you could have seen a different Virat.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So Virat Kohli is that kind of player who will change his gears when and if needed.
But does he have to go right from the start?
No. It is not the case. I'm coming and telling you
I
this.
think
Maybe he did that to prove his naysayers wrong. Just to show that,
I think more than that, I think it was just the availability of those spaces. Like how Saurabh said, there were spaces there to be hit. And obviously Afghanistan, without Rashid Khan, they are not the same bowling attack as well. So he was able to take those risks and he went there. Proving naysayers wrong, I don't think he needs to prove any naysayers wrong. His record speaks for itself. Like you take IPL, forget IPL also. Everybody says, IPL is a whole different thing. He has a whole different scenario. Let's put into the international runs as well. 116 matches, 4,000 and add the 4,037 runs. The highest by anybody. The next best is Rohit Sharma at 3,800 runs. So he's already proven that he's the best.
He was not proving it to anyone else. He was proving it to himself.
Maybe.
I think probably that would be the case.
I'm more than good enough than this young generation to play this T20I cricket.
And again, it's not just, I'm not just good enough. Like some people will say, he might not match up to a Yashasvi Jaiswal when it comes to score strike rates. But if you look at it, I think before the match, they were showing in the power plays, actually Virat Kohli has a better strike rate than a Yashasvi Jaiswal.
And you
it
know
was
what?
Close
People
to
are
150.
making a mistake. I don't know why people are comparing. People are saying that we are again going and following the same old approach. If you look at that old T20I side of yours.
2007.
2011, I'm talking about 2021 World Cup. You see, you had a certain KL Rahul opening with Rohit Sharma. And then you had Virat Kohli. You had 3 top order batsmen. Apart from Rohit Sharma, both of them, they were not known to be aggressive. But now you have a certain Yashasvi Jaiswal, if he plays, or Shubman Gill. I think Yashasvi Jaiswal will be picked ahead of Gill.
Yeah.
And Jaiswal has been terrific. He goes bang bang from ball one. He has a strike rate of over 150 in international T20 cricket. Yeah. And in last 2 series, if you see, he scored 60 odd runs in South Africa. He scored 60 odd runs in last T20I. So your approach has changed.
And does that give Virat Kohli the license to play the anchor role? Or that is where I'm coming back again and again, because I don't want to see a Virat Kohli slog sweeping a spinner from ball one. I would want him to take his time and hold that number.
You want Virat Kohli to play Test cricket in T20?
No, not Test cricket. Especially in pitches like you mentioned, in pitches where you're going to play in the West Indies, where they tend to be slow.
If there are pitches which tend to be slow, you will see a routine. Rohit Sharma also playing an anchor role if needed.
Yeah, if needed.
Like
because
in England game.
this is funny to hear, because yesterday I was watching the highlights of his 51 ball 100 against Australia. It also had a lot of areas where he just went, bang bang from like ball one. India were chasing 364 something, and the chase was well in their control. But he wanted to go out and attack. So why would you want a guy like him who is ready to attack to restrict himself just to play the anchor role? I think according to
Virat?
yeah. Because
for instance, if you're 6 for 3,
okay,
then what happens?
That is what I am saying.
Then the situation
That
changes.
Virat
Then the
Kohli
situation
will change the
changes.
gears if the conditions demand.
Yeah.
If there is a condition, we have lost couple of wickets.
No, what if Virat does that and he is part of 6 for 3? He is one of them, one of the 3 wickets who has gone.
Then
who will play the anchor for you?
Then
Who will do the role that he did in Melbourne?
You have got a lot of players. You can see a certain Rinku Singh has risen up the ranks. The way he has been playing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want to win a T20 World Cup or any IC tournament, you see Australia, you can't bank on one player. Every player should know what their role can be and should be in different conditions. You're playing T20 cricket, it doesn't mean you have to go bang. If you are needed to go bang, please go bang. If you are needed to take a while, understand the condition, do that.
So, getting the long story short, you both want Virat to bat at 180, 190 from ball 1.
I want.
I would love it.
Why won't I? Would love it. I'd love to see Virat Kohli batting in that way.
Former cricketer Akash Chopra gave a beautiful analogy that day. After he scored that 16 ball 29 in the second T20 against Afghanistan, he said, Virat is the lion in the jungle. Whether he hunts or not is not a question. That he is the lion in the jungle makes people fear that there is a lion in the jungle. And if you want him to score at 180 and if he scores a 10 ball 30, that means you're underselling Virat Kohli, underselling the caliber of Virat Kohli, underselling what he can do to a team. Like score 300 runs in a tournament. As in, that's my opinion. I don't want to see Virat be doing a Yashasvi. There are people to do that.
Let's leave it to Virat Kohli. What
Too
I
much,
want,
yeah.
what Alan want, what you want, it doesn't matter.
After 1.5 years of sledging room, Saurabh has finally understood the truth. Let's leave it to Virat
Because
Kohli.
Virat Kohli has been scoring runs.
Yeah.
Had he not been scoring those runs,
we have
I had a
been
question.
telling him what to do from the start.
Because
Day
he was
one of
not scoring
sledging
runs.
room.
Because he was not scoring runs.
Day one of sledging room.
Because if you look at the last two ICC events,
The whole idea of sledging room is to question these things.
The only thing that we haven't done is how to teach Virat Kohli how to play straight drive or a square drive.
Yeah, or a cover drive.
Right. We have done everything apart from that. But now Saurabh has understood.
No, I am
that
again saying
let Virat Kohli do
No, I
whatever
am again
he wants.
saying it. Just because I am seeing Virat Kohli scoring those runs, it doesn't matter to me how he scores those runs. Runs matter.
I think we have all discussed Virat Kohli should do this, that. The last two ICC events, he ended up as the leading run getter. 2022 World Cup, T20 World Cup, he was the highest run getter. The ODI World Cup, he was the highest run getter. And I think there is no point in telling him what to do. He knows his thing and he will keep doing what he feels is right. So
Virat Kohli fans will be, having a treat listening to Alan John today.
I think, I think.
Not,
He has replaced you.
yeah.
But I think that is the
But
whole point.
see, facts sound like this, right? We are not praising Virat Kohli. We are just spitting out facts. And it looks like compliments for Virat Kohli because of what he has done.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What about the others? Like you questioned, how many of those young players do you see playing in the T20 World Cup if Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are playing every game?
See, KL Rahul coming back, Shreyas Iyer
KL
coming
Rahul is
back.
not coming
No,
back.
no.
KL
Shreyas
Rahul
Iyer
is not
coming
coming
back.
back at all. No.
Mohammad
no.
Shami coming back, Mohammad Siraj coming back.
What are you doing,
So,
Akshay?
there will be no room for Tilak, there will be no room for Rinku. We'll go back to the 2022 squad.
No, it will not go back to that.
Saurabh,
we said this before.
what date it is? Is it like
17th of Jan.
September 2023? And why are we wearing sweatshirts then? This is not the ODI World Cup. This is the T20 World Cup. There's no chance KL Rahul.
But 2021 World Cup was a big failure, right? India
Because there were a lot of different reasons for that.
didn't get out of the group stage. But after that, in 2022, we played with a similar squad, right? KL Rahul,
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer. Nothing changed. Now that we have gone back to Rohit and A, what
But-
is the
but
guarantee that we won't go
what
back to
happened
KL
after that?
Rahul?
What happened
We
after
won't go
that?
to Bhuvneshwar
What
Kumar.
happened
No,
after
but
that?
I think at that time, I don't think there were a lot of people who were given those chances. And if they were given...
No, Rahul Tripathi was always in the mix. He didn't play a World Cup. He didn't play the 20.
He has played what? How many matches? 3 or 4 matches. That's it.
No, I am saying when you're asking this question as to which of the
No,
youngsters
if
have
you're
sealed
talking
the
about
place.
T20 World Cup,
Yeah.
what happened after that exit?
In 2021 or 2022.
2021 was Virat Kohli, Ravi Shastri.
Yeah.
2022 was Rahul Dravid and Rohit
Rohit
Sharma's
Sharma.
first test of ICC tournament as a leadership duo.
Yeah.
They failed there. They lost to England in their semi-final, drubbed, 10-wicket loss. Then a certain Rohit Sharma comes out and said, come on, let's change the way we play the game. And I am going to lead the pack. He did it in the 2023 World Cup. We won the Asia Cup. Why do you think we can't do it in this T20 World Cup? What makes you think that? And if you are talking about a certain Hardik Pandya or a Suryakumar Yadav will fit into any playing 11 of any team. In this world. Okay?
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya, he has to prove his fitness. Come on. Otherwise, a certain Shivam Dube is getting ready.
No, I wanted to ask you both that question. As in, since we are going to that topic of youngsters sealing that place, Shivam Dube is not a youngster, but he's a, certainly relatively inexperienced international cricketer, right?
Yeah.
He has a lot of domestic experience. He has done well for several IPL sides in the past. Now that he has done well, does that put pressure on Hardik Pandya?
Of course. Why? See, I think the only aspect that I don't like about Shivam Dube is his bowling, which obviously can be improved a lot.
Yeah.
But with his batting, I think he's just keeping things simple. The biggest fact that something that I don't like about the new version of Hardik Pandya, where he tries to take the game a lot later,
Deeper
into the thing, trying to be MS Dhoni. I think Shivam Dube came out and said, I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm going to play my game. So I only took advice from Dhoni in the sense, he said, don't play the short ball if you are not confident enough. But anything else around you, in your arc, you just try to hit it.
And you know what? Hardik Pandya and Shivam Dube are two very different players.
Do India have space for both of them in the 11 or in the squad at least?
Not in the 11 maybe.
But in the squad, definitely you should have both of them.
Yeah.
I will back.
Can you explain your statement? How are they different?
See, Hardik Pandya, you saw what he did in the ODI World Cup before he got injured. He could bowl the new ball with.
Yes.
Shivam Dube can't do that for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hardik Pandya can play that anchor's role like Virat Kohli. Shivam Dube is not known to play that anchor. He comes, he plays his game. He sees a spinner, he will hit him high. So these are two different players. But I am very happy that we have got a player that kind of fits in the same mold which Hardik Pandya is. Because we have not seen Vijay Shankar anywhere. Vijay Shankar could have also been a very good option because he is also a very good T20 player. He showed that for Gujarat Titans in the last two IPLs. Now we have got a Shivam Dube. The team management has backed him in this series and he has given them results. And he has gotten hit while bowling, like in the last game. But when you play in West Indies, his slow balls might be tricky. Like a certain Dwayne Bravo developed slower balls while playing in West Indies and earned a lot of success as a bowling all-rounder.
And don't forget that Shivam Dube will be working with Dwayne Bravo for 2 months
in the
before
IPL.
the World Cup.
In the IPL.
Under the guidance of legendary MS Dhoni, who has changed his career path.
Dube has already started petitioning. Whichever interview he gives, he's like, my boy, I hope you're listening. I need 2 overs. Even Suresh Raina is advocating for it.
Because he wants to bowl more and get used to that bowling role.
I think
then when
in that second T20, I think Rohit did it did not turn out to be a smart decision because I think Dube was hit for a lot of runs. But he trusted him to bowl that 18th or 19th over. At the death. See how it is. Obviously he failed. He was not.
Yeah, that is what I was saying. That is why Hardik Pandya is a different player. Hardik Pandya can give you that 18th, 19th over. Shivam Dube can't.
Shivam Dube hasn't been equipped. If he gets
not
more overs under his belt,
Yeah.
he was never seen as a bowling all-rounder, right? Hardik, maybe he was a proper all-rounder type. But Shivam Dube is more of a batter who can roll his arm over for a couple of overs. But you know what? Talking about Shivam Dube, Hardik Pandya and all of them, these meme makers on social media, they have excellent skills, I saw a meme, a video meme, which said, why is Rohit Sharma suddenly backing Shivam Dube, a fast bowling all-rounder?
Okay. So does this go back to IPL, Mumbai Indians captaincy?
See, if you have removed Rohit Sharma as Mumbai Indians captain, that meme said that. You have removed Rohit Sharma as Mumbai Indians captain. Now Rohit will remove Hardik Pandya from the T20 World Cup plans.
No, I think
that is not going to happen.
that is not going to happen.
Yeah,
but obviously it depends on his
we all end up seeing these
But,
memes. It was. Yeah.
Let's keep that up aside.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that we have got...
So there will be no pressure on Hardik, is what you both are saying. If he's fit, he'll walk into the team.
He will.
He will. That
He's
too
Hardik
is
Pandya.
there, but obviously he'll have to up his game because you have somebody in the wings waiting to grab that opportunity. So I feel that could work for Hardik. He's always been a player who likes that kind of pressure even in the game as well.
Yeah.
So probably it's for the betterment of him and for the betterment of the team.
Okay, so while you guys are talking about T20 World Cup side, can you name 4 players from your point of view that will definitely play almost every game of the T20 World
Rinku
Cup?
Singh first.
Okay.
I-
That KKR bias is there, but he has performed.
KKR
Whatever
like,
Rinku has done,
Rinku is
it should be India bias.
Whenever
my God.
whenever
Yes.
I want to talk about Rinku, I go to that Gautam Gambhir quote. When Rinku performs well, the whole country is happy.
Absolutely.
And he is such a delightful player. I looked at his stats. Only one game he's got out for single digit. Every other game he's got
And he's
double.
making a habit of remaining not out these days. huh?
Yes.
Yeah, he puts a price on his wicket.
Yeah.
The most important thing about
And-
Rinku
And
Singh.
look at the reception that he's getting in these stadiums, right?
It was Kohli. Now everywhere it's Rinku. The moment he comes in, that is the kind of fanfare. And it's not just the fanfare part. When you said about the anchor role, if you notice, Rinku is someone who has played well in Ranji Trophy as well. UP were in trouble against Kerala and he played a 90 odd runs to save them.
How did it feel watching that match? Rinku
I
scoring
think-
and Kerala losing.
I think probably for now I was happy that Rinku was scoring runs. Sad that Kerala was losing. But let's for the grander scheme of things, I'll be more happier towards Rinku performing. So I think with his capability of performing at 4 or 5 to play that anchor role and then accelerate in the last 2-3 overs, I think he showed it for KKR as well. So
He's done that in the ODIs also.
he is a player you need to have. There is not like if you say that Surya Kumar is fixed in that number 4 slot, at 6 or 5 I would put Rinku Singh.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
you have put Surya,
Rinku
and
2 more.
Bumrah
okay.
for sure. Bumrah is going to be your leading fast bowler, I guess.
After all that you've spoken about Virat, I would hope you name him there.
Like, that is what I was thinking.
See, like I said, that ultimately it depends. I would obviously love to have Virat Kohli in another
Then why are you not
ICC.
naming him?
But then again, I'm not the selector.
No,
See,
but I'm asking about your choice.
in my choice
fourth,
also,
fourth. Who's your fourth place?
See,
Be straightforward about it.
For fourth, like if I had to put hand on heart and say, ki, oh, this player is going to be there, then I'd probably put Kuldeep Yadav, not even Virat Kohli. Because I think we need, Bishnoi is good, but I think he's missing out on the fact that he's giving away a lot of looseness.
What do you, Akshay? Your top 4 picks.
Rohit, Virat, KL Rahul, Mohammad Shami.
You're not here to pick an ODI World Cup squad. Come on, Akshay.
No. Seriously speaking, Virat, like he said, Rinku, Surya Kumar, Akshar Patel.
Yes, Akshay Patel, Virat, Surya Kumar, and Rinku Singh.
Now that we have all named our 4,
Yeah,
and 2 of us have Akshar Patel there.
yeah.
Everybody has.
What if Ravindra? It is Ravindra Jadeja versus Akshar Patel, right? You can't have both of them in there.
Absolutely, you can't.
Absolutely
You
not.
can't.
Because you saw when Akshar Patel, I think, played the home series against Australia last year. And then when Ravindra Jadeja was brought back for the South Africa series, he was brought back as vice captain. And in that series, there was no place for Akshar Patel.
Akshar Patel.
Now that Ravindra Jadeja has been rested for ahead of the Test series against England, Akshar has gotten an opportunity and he has done well.
Yeah.
So, do you think Akshar still is high on the priority list, or is Ravindra Jadeja there?
You know, I don't know what more should Akshay do to secure a place.
No, when there is a Ravindra Jadeja,
Ravindra
does
Jadeja is
Akshar-
not a T20I player. To be very
That is
frank
where-
with you, I am not a big fan of Ravindra Jadeja, a T20I player. I'm a very big fan of Test player and ODI player. Akshay Patel, a T20I player, is much better than Ravindra Jadeja as a bowler, as a batter.
Yeah.
And I think
Certainly not as a fielder, but as a bowler, as a batter, he's much better.
And
a
I think
T20I
Akshar
player.
has added that power play, bowling in the power play
Yes.
to his arsenal as well. And he's been a miser when it comes to giving away runs. And that is a big thing. Obviously, Ravindra Jadeja's bowling and fielding is great in ODIs and tests.
Yeah.
But again, I agree with what Saurabh said, that he's not a T20I player. And I think Akshar obviously has to go ahead of Jadeja if we are going in that direction.
Yeah, from what both of you are speaking, it feels like Akshar hit those winning runs for Delhi Capitals in the IPL final.
Delhi Capitals or CSK?
No, I'm
No,
saying it was Ravindra
because
Jadeja
Akshay Patel did not get a
who
lot of chances.
won
Because our
yeah.
management, the DA
Exactly.
management, which has a certain Ricky Ponting, Saurav Ganguly, they did not trust Akshay Patel.
Nah, we clearly remember what happened last time. Aksar was crying for number 4,
Yes,
number 5.
yes.
He was batting well, but he didn't get those
See,
opportunities.
Akshay Patel has done everything that he can.
Yeah.
For both country and the IPL side.
Everywhere he plays, everywhere he performs.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys know and remember, Akshay was part of the 2015 World Cup side under MS Dhoni's captaincy.
Yes.
So Akshay Patel has been there for such a long period.
And one more thing that I want to add about Aksar Patel is that he has started bowling those slower deliveries these days. It's not like hitting the stumps and bowling those arm balls. Even in that, after that second T20, he gave an interview to the broadcasters where he said that I am not scared of getting hit these days. At the start of his career, probably he felt like someone who was scared of getting hit. But that also was his strength, that he would always bowl those stump to stump line at pace. But now he's flighting those deliveries on like we keep on repeating that on those slow low pitches in the West Indies. Hopefully, which have been the case in the West Indies, Aksar getting those ball to flight and turn will be of huge help, right? And one thing I wanted to ask you guys is why don't we just send these pool of talented players like whoever we are saying will battle for T20 World Cup place and ask them to play for MS Dhoni's CSK in IPL 2024. Whoever you speak to, Shivam Dubey, Rinku Singh, whoever you speak to, they are crediting.
So Rinku Singh plays for CSK, right?
No, they're crediting MS Dhoni.
CSK bought him 4 years ago. And CSK developed him.
Yeah.
I am not saying all
Akshay
this.
Patel has played for MS Dhoni's captaincy.
Not like that. That interaction, they are recalling that interaction.
Apart from Shivam Dubey, which India T20 player has played under MS Dhoni?
I am not saying that. From how they are speaking about MS Dhoni and the chats they had.
Idolizing MS Dhoni, that if you ask Virat Kohli also, he will also say, oh, I see Mahibai as this.
No, you both don't have to get offended like
so
this.
does that mean like
my point was whoever you speak to after their success in the recent T20 series, they are like recalling what MS Dhoni said.
I think everybody had a good hookah session, I guess, with MS Dhoni during IPL, I guess.
Probably Rishabh Pant when he comes back. Let's see.
Okay, we're talking about Indian cricket. We have a certain neighbor, which is called Pakistan.
Yeah.
So
see, Saurabh has a lot of problems to deal with in his own house. But he wants to
no,
keep into the neighbor.
we are cricket fans, right?
Yeah.
We saw what happened in the ODI World Cup.
Yeah.
We saw what happened in the Test series when Pakistan changed the entire management, the captain, everything.
Yeah.
They still lost the series.
3-0.
And now they have again lost that T20I series. They are 3-0 down in the first 3 matches.
Yeah.
What has gone on with that team?
So
they have changed the
it
captain.
clearly shows that Babar wasn't the problem, right?
I always told Babar wasn't the
Babar
only problem.
was not the problem because
The
he
only-
scored
only
350s
problem.
right
Was there
now.
a witch hunt against Babar?
Yes.
Definitely it looks like that.
It
Because
does.
in this series, Babar Azam is the only player who is performing for
Against
Pakistan.
New Zealand in this
Against New
T20.
Zealand in their conditions.
Yeah.
And your star bowlers, your so-called pacey bowlers, Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shafridi, where are they? What are they doing? They're leaking runs, right?
Yeah.
And your batsman, Rizwan, ever reliable Rizwan, he was supposed to be the next wall of Pakistan. Where is he? What is he doing? Saeem Ayub, the ever talented Saeem Ayub, the new Mr. 360 of Pakistan.
The funny thing is, like, they got offended because Asam Khan came in and they were playing Big Show's theme song. I'm see, I'm someone who has followed WWE. There is no shame in having Big Show's theme song. He's a legend of the sport. You should be ashamed with your performances.
See, this is what Pakistan has done in last 6 months.
Get offended by other things and not.
When they lost to India, there were no support. There were no Dil Pakistan in Ahmedabad. Okay. Then there were a lot of other issues. They were not able to practice well in the nets because there was a lot of traveling. They were tired. Now they have come. When Shaheen Shafridi was asked before the T20 series, why were you bowling so slow? He's like, I did not know if the bowling machine had a problem. This whole Pakistan.
That quote was like he explained himself after that.
He wanted to say the same thing.
No, we had a lot of issues. We had a lot of workload, and we bowled slow.
I will make this statement, and I made it at the time when Shaheen Shafridi became a captain. I think our great Mr. Sabyasachi was always saying, "Oh, Shaheen, the eagle." Yeah. I have always said he was not a great T20I captain. He has been assessed on the fact that he's leading Lahore Qalandars, a team that has Sikandar Rasa, Rashid Khan, Haris Rauf, he himself,
Fakhar
Fakhar
Zaman,
Zaman,
David Viza's experience.
David Vise's experience. So that is like 6 people, apart from including him,
Proper
6
T20
six
specialists
people
who can
who
play for any team.
Sikandar Rasa, who's now hit 5 T20 50s on the trot. He's now become the captain of the Zimbabwe team. He's got experience. And this man has been kind of hiding behind this experience in PSL as well. No offense, but PSL is not your yardstick to measure who
Exactly.
who's good enough to be a captain. And yeah, the Babar witch hunt was very evident during the World Cup, where I also felt this thing that he was not playing well. But in the T20I series against New Zealand, he has been doing well. So
You know what?
So looking ahead to the T20 World Cup build-up, are Pakistan on the right track with Shaheen as captain and Babar at number 3?
See, with Pakistan, they've always been one statement, which Nasir Hussain said. 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down. Pakistan cricket. Before this ODI World Cup, 6 months before the ODI World Cup, Pakistan was a brilliant ODI side.
World number 1.
World number 1. And in that Asia game which got washed out, their bowling tested us. If not for a certain Ishan Kishan or Hardik Pandya, we might have lost that before the rain came. But after that game, when we played them and the way our batters went after them, Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, and from then onwards, it has gone downward hill for every player of Pakistan cricket.
I think the biggest miss for them has been Naseem Shah. The injury to Naseem Shah.
This is the problem with Pakistan team. One player you are missing and your whole team is not able to perform. What is wrong with you?
I think
Will Naseem Shah bat for you at number 4? No. Will Naseem Shah bowl at death and bowl for the first over also? No. Shaheen Shafri is not doing his work. Iftikhar Ahmed has failed to do his job. Haris Rauf is absolutely taken apart.
Did they kind of fast track Saim Ayub into the side, or are they putting too much pressure by if you are blooding a certain Yashasvi, and if a certain Rohit Sharma like player was opening for you, you won't ask Rohit Sharma to bat at number 3 and give Saim Ayub the opening spot, right?
Yes.
Like, how can you ask Babar to bat at number 3? Does that put pressure on that young guy? As in, like, Babar has sacrificed his position for me.
As Alan said, PSL is never the yardstick. PSL or for Saim Ayub matters CPL also. That guy's career average and the career strike rate is less than that of Virat Kohli. And Virat Kohli has played over 120 games. I'm not saying that Virat Kohli is a great T20 player. But a player who has played more than 115, 16 T20Is, his average and his strike rate is better than a young player who is supposed to be the greatest Pakistani T20I player of the current era. Pakistanis overhype their player a lot. They just overhype on social media, and then these players fail to perform and they go downhill.
And like you say, they also put unnecessary pressure by doing that, right?
And you know what? In India, we realize that we have not been able to win any IC tournament. So we accept that we have that mental block in the finals. Pakistan team and their management, their players, they never accept that they have some problems.
That is true.
The middle order looks shambolic. Babar has been the only guy who has scoring runs.
Shaheen Shafri is tired. You could see when he's bowling. Yeah. Why is he not being rested? Why is he the captain?
Yeah.
Fakhar Zaman, why is he batting number 4 in T20Is? He should open.
Yes. He should open. He actually, funny fact,
Rizwan would be a very good option in middle order.
I think the funny fact, if I am not mistaken, Fakhar Zaman actually opens for Lahore Qalandars, where Shaheen Shafri is the captain.
Yeah.
And he scored a 50 in the first T20, I think.
Yes, batting at number 4.
Number 4, yeah. I think he was the second T20, 50 of 25 balls, where he was batting well. Fakhar Zaman, obviously everybody says that he has.
But to Pakistan's credit, they have got a lot more matches to play.
Yeah.
So things might turn for them. But for us, it's going to be our last T20I,
Only
and then IPL, and then you have a T20 World Cup.
Yeah. Will IPL be a major deciding factor? Like,
I don't think so.
If someone like...
See, I think for people like Rinku and all, I don't think the IPL will be a major deciding factor.
So what if Rohit Sharma doesn't score runs at all in the IPL?
But Rohit Sharma did not score runs in the IPL last year also.
He has not scored.
See, IPL...
What if Shubman Gill doesn't score? Would you pick him in the squad?
Then I don't think he will be picked in the squad.
Yeah. IPL will also, again, the yardsticks will be different
for different people.
Yes.
It has been the case. It will be the case.
It will be the case.
So whom can you name a couple of players who will be expected to perform in the IPL? Like, if they don't perform, they will not get picked. I think Shubman Gill will be in that list. because of the competition for the top order spot.
Yashasvi Jaiswal with the
No,
emergence.
Yashasvi, I don't-
With the emergence of Yashasvi Jaiswal, I'm saying with
Arshdeep
the
Singh.
Arshdeep.
yes.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people vying for the second or third pacer after Bumrah.
Yeah.
Siraj there, Shami is there. You have certain Mukesh Kumar rising up.
Yeah.
So Arshdeep
Avesh
needs
Khan.
to up his game.
Avesh Khan, yeah.
Yeah.
Up
Avesh.
his game. Ravi Bishnoi.
Ravi Bishnoi.
He's going down the hill, so he needs to perform in the IPL for LSG.
Because otherwise Kuldeep is taking that spot.
Kuldeep is,
No one is considering Chahal, is it?
you know, I feel bad for Chahal.
Chahal, yeah.
What if he
He
has a good IPL season? Would you consider him?
He should be considered over a certain Ravi Bishnoi, but will he be picked over a certain Kuldeep Yadav? Because if you see your three spinners, it has to be Ravindra
I
Jadeja,
think-
Akshay Patel, and Kuldeep Yadav.
Akshar, like you said, again, would you drop an Akshar for a Chahal? No, because Akshar obviously has that batting with him as well. Chahal, it is a little bit difficult for him because I think the eyes will also be on Bishnoi as well as a guy like Washington Sundar. Again, that batting aspect is there.
Sundar. I miss Washington Sundar.
So if Sundar has a great IPL because
Sundar
last
has fallen down.
Certain
in the pecking
Jitesh
order.
Sharma.
Jitesh. Sanju, Jitesh.
Sanju Samson, I don't
Nah.
know that he'll. I
See,
don't think
because
he'll be picked in the team.
again, once I said this and
Okay,
got into
let me
trouble,
ask-
but Sanju is not good when it comes to playing that number 6 role. He's good till 4. After that, it's not his position. It's not his cup of tea. So I think it's better.
Drop Surya and get Sanju Samson.
Oh, wow.
No.
One last question from both of you.
No. I wanted to ask you one question before.
Okay, you ask first.
If Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who seems to be performing really well, Ranji Trophy, got back to Ranji Trophy after some 2-3 years, got some wickets. If he performs, would you consider him
You
as
know-
one of the senior bowlers in the
You know, it is not up to you and me. I don't think he's in the team manager's plans anymore
Yeah.
for any format.
Yeah. I think he
Never stopped performing. He never stopped performing. I don't know why he was dropped. I think for some injury issue, but he was never brought back into the side. I think they have looked past him now. Although I would love to have Bhuvneshwar Kumar in that West Indies condition, but I think it's over for him, sadly.
You know, one guy I genuinely thought would be in the mix and has kind of like, it feels like he's gone off the surface of the earth is like Umran Malik.
Umran Malik. Yes.
That is a sad state of affairs because I thought, I do wish that he has a great IPL.
And he has not been picked in any India squads also. Why?
I think it's time for him to move to CSK.
I think it's
For starting Umran Malik.
No, I think you both are getting offended when I
No,
drop
no,
the
No,
CSK Dhoni
no.
name.
I think probably last season the lack of confidence shown on him. A season before he was your leading wicket taker. Last season he went for runs. Then you decide like no, he doesn't need to be.
You know, that is something very strange about Sunrisers Hyderabad. You know, a very off topic, drifting away from the topic that we are discussing. They were a team who backed players
Youngsters.
to the hilt.
Yeah.
Not just youngsters, Bhuvneshwar, Natarajan. They went in with an all-round Indian pace attack at one point, right?
Yes.
But over the last 2-3 seasons, their backing of players has been, shambolic. They play Abhishek Sharma in a particular match and then they drop him. They play Washington Sundar, they drop him. Kind of don't want to be in that franchise if you are trying to get a seal a place.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I
You know,
think that
I wanted to ask both of you one question.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
I am a Delhi Capitals fan,
Yeah.
and I know we all are Rishabh Pant fan.
Yeah.
Sunil Gavaskar came out and said, if Rishabh Pant is fit, he performs in IPL, he has to be in your T20 World Cup squad. I don't think that he should be playing the T20 World Cup, even if he performs admirably well in IPL. What about you?
No brainer. If Pant is performing fit, take him.
Okay. So who will you drop?
I'll drop anyone to accommodate Pant.
Okay. What about you?
see obviously
Now that Sanju Samson bias is kicking in or
No,
I
no.
don't know.
No, see, there is no like you said, if a fit Rishabh Pant is there, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But will it be an informed fit
No,
Rishabh
that is
Pant?
what I'm saying. If he's in form and if he's fit,
Because
And as per the media reports, he is not going to keep wicket for Delhi Capitals in IPL. That is why they have bought so many young wicket keepers, so that they can play him as their
As an impact
only as a
player.
batter, only as an impact player as a batter.
see, frankly speaking, whether he goes to the T20 World Cup or not, whether we win the T20 World Cup or not, it will not make a lot of difference to me as a cricket fan.
Oh,
But
that's a big statement to make.
Rishabh Pant going to Australia at the end of the year.
that is
I
more
want that to happen.
yeah, because I think
If you have him fit for that series,
Nothing like
Your chances of clinching a hat-trick there, Rishabh Pant doing what he did in 2021. I want him there more than the T20 World
Yes,
Cup. If you don't want, practically speaking, if you don't want to rush him to
I don't want
international
him.
cricket.
I don't want him to rush in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is much more a valuable player to be rushed in just for a World Cup. Yes, World Cups are important.
As in, we
But now
prioritize.
every year we have a World Cup.
Yeah.
So let's
Like
not.
Rohit Sharma as a captain, he said that with in terms of Jasprit Bumrah in
Yes,
2022, if
he
I'm
did not
wrong.
play that World Cup.
Yeah, he said it's just a World Cup. We have Bumrah's future is more important. So they might take the call with Rishabh, and it's not like you don't have options. But if he is fit and if he's in form, then he is an irresistible choice, right?
Yeah.
So many options, so many choices
go
to make.
I think
Talking
probably
and
this is
talking.
why the selectors are going with whatever they can find and trying to fit it in.
I think create a software, list 50, 20 people, sort first 15. They're all good enough, right?
Yes.
Like we say, if a Tilak Verma is not getting an opportunity, it's not because he's not good enough.
I think
It's because you have players who fit your combination better.
I think when we started off the podcast, we were like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
And now at the end of it, we are also like, oh, who do we pick right now? I think the selectors are also facing this
Yeah, but it's a
conundrum.
good headache to have, right?
Yeah.
It is
Like
a
so
good
many
headache
players
to-
to pick from.
Like how Saurabh understood that you can't teach Virat Kohli.
Kohli, yeah.
We
I
three
never said that
three-
we will teach him.
No, we three have kind of
No,
realized
we
that
never. I never
it's
said
hard
that.
to be in the
We
selectors.
always question that he should score runs,
Yeah.
and he is scoring runs, and I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm the happiest person.
True, as in there
I don't
seems
make U-turns like you, Akshay.
definitely, as in you have stuck to your guns always.
Yes.
But teaching Virat Kohli cricket.
I am not saying I was teaching Virat Kohli cricket. I was questioning his intent. He was not scoring those runs.
Of course.
Who am I to teach Virat Kohli? Come on.
Let's ask our viewers and listeners also their options,
Yeah.
like whom they would have from the current crop of youngsters,
Yeah.
whether they want a good mix of youth and experience or they want to go back to the 2007 T20 World Cup, whether they need the Pakistan team to train under MS Dhoni for some time, to
Where
get
did
that
that come?
confidence back. Young players, either. So if you have these suggestions, if you have feedback for us, you can send in your feedback on 8588 966 996. You could also email us at pods@indiatoday.in. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, please rate us there. And like we always say, your YouTube comments, we read them the first. Please give us your feedback on how we are doing. Have a great weekend. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
You are on India Today podcasts and you are in the sledging room.